The stars glittered across the void like silent witnesses watching the expedition ship Orpheus drift toward the derelict world of Vathra. Once eons ago, Vathra had been the jewel of the Axith Dominion, a species so powerful that entire civilizations whispered their name like a curse. Then one day they vanished. No wars, no traces of extinction. Only silence. That silence had lasted 20,000 years. Until now. On board the Orpheus, human linguist Dr. Elias Kale stared at a screen filled with alien glyphs. His fingers twitched as he traced their curves in the air. He had spent half his life studying dead alien languages, but this was different. It was alive. These symbols, they are not ceremonial. They are instructions, he muttered. Instructions for what? Captain Alira asked, her voice edged with impatience. Elias swallowed. A command sequence. The forbidden words. The ruins of Vathra loomed outside the viewport. Massive spires of black stone jutted upward, defying erosion. Energy readings pulsed faintly beneath the surface like a sleeping heart. Elias felt a strange pull. His dreams had been haunted for weeks, visions of ships dark as obsidian drifting in endless night. He never told the crew, but somehow he knew the script was calling to him. They descended into the central spire. At its core lay a circular chamber, walls etched with alien runes. A single stone pedestal waited in the center, its surface glowing faintly with symbols that seemed to rearrange themselves as Elias stared. This chamber is a lock, Elias whispered. And you can open it, Captain Alira asked. Yes, he said, though his voice trembled. But I should not. The awakening. The others stood back as Elias placed his hands on the pedestal. The glyphs flared to life. His mind flooded with alien syntax, grammar, meaning. The words were not just sounds, they were commands structured like programming code for reality itself. He spoke them aloud. The chamber shook. Dust rained from the ceiling. A low hum echoed through the ruins, spreading outward like a wave. From orbit, the Orpheus reported seismic tremors across the planet. Subterranean power grids dormant for 20 millennia roared back online. Captain Alira grabbed Elias by the shoulders. What did you do? I woke them, Elias stammered. The fleet rises. The planet's crust split open. From beneath the surface, colossal hangars emerged. Spires unfolded like skeletal fingers, releasing ships the size of cities. One after another, vessels ascended into orbit. Sleek, black, angular, each ship bristled with weapons of incomprehensible design. Their hulls reflected no starlight, as though the void itself had been forged into armor. Hundreds. No, thousands. A fleet unlike anything humanity had ever seen. The Orpheus's sensors screamed in alarm. Energy signatures off the charts. Weapons arrays activating. And in the middle of it all, the largest ship eclipsed the sky. A dreadnought older than Earth's recorded history. They were never extinct, Elias whispered. They were waiting. The voice of the dead. Suddenly Elias felt pressure in his skull. Not pain, but presence. A mind vast and ancient brushed against his own. Translator, vessel of tongue, you have awakened us. He staggered, clutching his head. You hear that? He asked. But the crew only stared. They heard nothing. The voice thundered again inside him. For 20,000 cycles we slept. Until you gave the order. What is your command, Alpha of the Axith fleet? Elias's blood ran cold. They thought he was their master. The choice. Captain Alira shook him. Elias, talk to me, what is happening? They think I am their commander, Elias said. Because I spoke the words. I reactivated the fleet. Her eyes widened. You are saying you control them? Not control, Elias said. His voice shook. But they obey the speaker of the language. To them, that is me. Outside, thousands of ships hovered in silent formation awaiting orders. The most dangerous fleet in galactic history, answering to a human linguist who had never fired a gun in his life. The galaxy reacts. Within hours, signals spread across known space. Empires panicked. The Syndicate declared emergency war councils. The Korth Dominion mobilized their armies. Even the human colonies sent desperate messages. Do not provoke the Axith fleet. Everyone remembered the legends. When the Axith fought, galaxies burned. Worlds were stripped of oceans. Suns were harvested like fuel cells. And now, after millennia, they were back. Because of Elias. Temptation. Alira cornered him in the command chamber. You realize what you are holding? This is power beyond empires. If they follow your orders, you could end every war. Rule every star. Elias shook his head. Or destroy everything. The Axith do not recognize mercy. They obey. Nothing more. But a darker thought gnawed at him. What if he could use them to bring peace, to enforce order, to build a galaxy where no one suffered again?
The voice in his mind purred. Command us, Alpha. Speak and suns shall bow. The test.
He decided to test their obedience. Standing before the pedestal, he whispered in the ancient tongue. Reveal your strength.
The fleet responded instantly. In orbit above Vaithra's moon, 3 ships aligned.
Beams of black energy lanced outward, striking the surface. In less than a second, the moon cracked apart like glass, shattering into drifting debris.
The crew gasped in horror.
Elias fell to his knees. Dear God, I did not mean.
But the Axith voice was calm. Your will is reality. Command again. The betrayal. News spread like wildfire.
Other powers wanted Elias dead. Saboteurs infiltrated the Orpheus. One night, Captain Alira confronted him with a weapon. You do not get it, Elias, she hissed. No human should wield this. You are not saving the galaxy, you are enslaving it.
I never asked for this, Elias snapped. But if I give it up, they will choose someone else. Someone worse.
The ship shook violently as enemy fleets arrived in orbit, desperate to destroy the awakened Axith before they spread. Elias realized he had only one choice left.
The final command.
He returned to the pedestal. The fleet hovered above, waiting like predators leashed by words.
The alien voice rumbled in his mind. Speak, Alpha. Elias closed his eyes. I command you, sleep again.
The fleet hesitated. Power levels fluctuated.
The alien mind pressed harder.
Alpha, why deny destiny? You are ours.
We are yours.
Sleep, Elias roared, repeating the ancient phrase. His body convulsed as energy ripped through him.
One by one, the ships powered down. Engines silenced.
Weapons dimmed. The dreadnought descended back into its cradle beneath the crust.
The hangars sealed.
The galaxy trembled with relief as the most dangerous fleet in history returned to slumber.
Aftermath.
Elias collapsed, barely alive. The alien presence faded, leaving only silence in his skull. Alira cradled him. You did it. You saved us.
But Elias's eyes were haunted. No. I only delayed them. The language still lives in me. If anyone forces me to speak again, they will rise. And next time, I may not have the strength to stop them. He gazed at the ruins, the sleeping fleet beneath.
A weapon beyond imagination, waiting for a single word to awaken.
And across the stars, whispers spread. The human translator spoke the dead language.
The fleet sleeps again, but not forever. Because everyone knew one day someone would try again.
And the galaxy would burn.